work. In order for if you want to just listen to the radio, but you don't want the boat to be running, you must turn the switch to the left. That gives you some accessory power. Then you can power your stereo on. If you were to turn it to the right, it's going to run everything and it's going to run your battery down a lot quicker. With it to the right, you have your nav lights. That gives you your running lights, your light on top of the tower, your bilge pump here, your blower for the compartment. This is your horn. You have a cigarette lighter here. You can plug a cigarette lighter into there. We have a USB port and a headphone jack here for your stereo. Here's your radio. It's Bluetooth capable. You'll want to read the owner's manual to learn all the ins and outs of that. Your gauges, you have a mile per hour gauge. It just works off of water pressure in your lower unit. So if you lose mile per hour here, something's just clogged in the line, we'll have to show you how to fix that. Here's your RPM gauge. You want to pay attention to your RPMs when you're running. Here's your trim gauge, up and down. That's the trim of the motor. Temperature of the motor, your voltmeter, oil pressure, and your fuel gauge. This is the depth sounder. So when you're running, you'll be able to look at that and see your depth. Here's your controls. Forward, neutral, and reverse. You'll just press that button in. If you want to rev the motor up, but you don't want to put it in gear, push this button here, and it'll bypass the gear shift. This is your kill switch. Anytime this comes unplugged, your motor will not start. You'll have nothing. So this must be in the run position. And then you want to attach that to you in case you ever fall out of the seat, out of the boat. Okay, here's your engine compartment. I'll show you how to check your oil filter, your gear lube monitor, everything that's basically important. We have your battery here. You do have a battery switch here, as well as a breaker here. So if you don't want any power, we would turn this to off. You'd have no power to the engine, no power to the boat at all. Everything runs through here. This needs to be on. This breaker needs to be on for anything to work moving forward. If you want to kill all your accessory power, you push that button, that little lever pops out right there, and you won't have any accessory power, but you will have motor power. So all that stuff is on. Here's your dipstick. You want to monitor your dipstick, just pull it out. Make sure it has oil on it to the cross hatches there. We're all full, we're good to go there. For winter time, it's best if you bring it to us, put your own antifreeze in it, whatever you need to do. We run it in the tank here. But if you want to go to the lake and you're afraid that it might freeze, if you unscrew this knob right here, all the way up, there's instructions right here on this little deal. That will drain all the water out of your engine, out of your manifolds, and you'll eliminate the risk of freezing and breaking a block. This holds about 3 gallons of water. So if you were to not winterize your boat properly, it could potentially crack the block, crack the manifolds, and you're looking anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 in repair. So my suggestion is, if you're boating late in the season, September or early in the season in March, April, when there's potential of steel freezing, always open that up. But then you always want to make sure you close it before you go back to the lake. If you do not close it, your motor will overheat and you'll get the same results as if you left water in there and froze a crack. So, very important. Here's your gear lube monitor. This monitors the oil in your outdrive. You can see it over here on the side. It's a clear reservoir. Oh, you can see it right there, that blue oil in there. We're full, we're good to go there. Here's your oil filter here. You have a fuel filter over here on this side. Everything's checked, everything's topped off. Battery's new. That is your trim pump back there in the back. Okay, you have storage here under your rear seat. Just pull it up, lean it forward, it gives you access to storage in here. Crownline is given a cooler with this boat. This is a bag that has your cockpit covers and your bow cover. You can take those out, it comes with a bag and everything stored in there. Just put this back in like this. To check the engine compartment, you stick your hand in here and you'll feel the little lever. Just pull up on the lever and it opens there, and that's the lever right there that locks it down so it doesn't come up when it's running down the lake. Okay, all these Crownline boats, the side entry models, they have removable cushions here. So when you pull up to the dock or you're out on the water and you're meeting somebody and you want to transfer boats, you can pull these cushions out and you can walk in and out of the boat so you don't step on the cushions. You can see the holes here. They have the knobs on the back of the cushion that hold them in place so they don't fly out while you're going down the lake. You can just put those back in, put it there. And some people take them out all the time and just lose that seat, or if you want them in there, you can. Your captain's chair is here. If you want to sit up higher, you can slide this up here and sit there so you can see up over the steering wheel. Or if it's raining or something, you want to be blocked by the wind, just put that down right there. You do have a center storage. You have your mooring cover in there. You can store skis, all kinds of stuff in there. And then obviously you have your storage up in the front deck as well. There. Here. Cup holders. And then anchor storage. Okay, there is one plug that you have to put into a drain bowl. And the way that you access it is through here. This compartment folds down right there. And you can see where that drain plug goes. Right down here on the bottom. Just want to be careful while you get this started. And you just want it finger tight. If you over tighten it, it's just a plastic ball that'll crack and leak water. But you want to pull that and then unscrew that valve up on top I was showing you. Go show it to them up here. Pull that out and then open this and it'll drain off.